Do you want to know what's coming up in Copilot for the month of July? I'm the Productivity Coach, and I'll show you now. Hello, I'm Stuart Riddell, the Productivity Coach, and I work at Microsoft as part of our Modern Work and AI Incubation team. And today I'm going to be looking at the blog post on what's new in Microsoft 365 Copilot for the month of June. Well, they actually release it at the end of June, but it kind of covers a lot of stuff that comes up in July. So this is available to everyone. So quite a lot of the time I get asked questions to say, how can I keep up to date with what's going on in Copilot? How will I know what will be coming up? And I've got a couple of things that I say to people. So either I say the main sources you can look at are the What's New in Copilot blog, the Microsoft 365 roadmap, and the M365 message center that admins have available. So those are the three places that you can do that. And obviously you can find out information from me as well. But to do that, you need to subscribe to the channel. Please hit subscribe. Do it now. I'll just give you a moment. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like as well. That helps me out. But please do hit that subscribe button so that you hear about when new content comes out. I've got you get a whole load of stats through YouTube about saying who comes and whether they're subscribers and stuff like this. So lots of people come, they love it, they give it lots of likes and things, but they don't subscribe. So then they don't hear about new content. So hit that subscribe. Okay, we're done here now talking about subscribe. So let's have a look back at this blog then. So this is new. What's new in Copilot, June 24. So as I say, it was released on June the 28th, so a few days ago. So some of the stuff is either in the process of rolling out or it's going to roll out in early July. And they kind of split it out into two places. So we've got admin type things and end user. So today I'm going to be focusing pretty much just on end user type of things. What I will do is just highlight here, in the admin section, there's a few things here about improvements on Viva, some new kits that come into Viva Amplify, and the Copilot Academy that is in Viva Learning. So I will pop the link to this blog post in the description for this. So if you're interested in that, then head over to this page and then you can go and find out more information about that. Okay, but today I'm going to be really focusing on these end user capabilities because for a lot of people, that's what they're looking at. So the first one here is about rewriting SharePoint pages with Copilot in SharePoint text. So what we're seeing is, I think, and you'll see this through the update here, is we're starting to see Copilot appearing in more places and kind of just every day, like little pop-ups saying, hey, I can help you rewrite this bit. And we'll see that in lots of places we go through here. And really, for a lot of people, this is how they save a lot of their time when they use Copilot. It's not on saying, I've got this massive task which takes me 4 hours to do. It's about saving 5 minutes here writing that thing, 3 minutes there, 10 minutes there, and building that into all of those individual things. So you can see here on SharePoint that they are going to be able to, where we've got a SharePoint page, you have to click on the Copilot icon and then you can tell it what you want it to do here. So you click on that, you do rewrite text, it'll rewrite that, and you can just keep hitting that rewrite button again and again and again, and then and get that done for you that way. So we'll see that, I'm sure we'll see that improve so that you can add more specificity to it. Say, I'll make it sound like this or add it like this. But certainly for that demo, that is what we can see today. This is rolling out in July, so it should be starting to roll out right now. And again, if you're looking at this blog, if you just hit on where it says rolling out in, it will filter the Microsoft 365 roadmap and take you to that part. So the web page actually says rolling out in July. The M365 roadmap says that it's going to be rolling out in August. So not quite sure what hasn't been updated. So this was last modified 20th of June. So there's just some slight inconsistency there. They might be starting to roll out to some select customers in July from there. So a few things on that. To get going. This next one is about adding visuals to Word and PowerPoint documents with Microsoft Designer in Copilot. So a really, really popular thing to come in here is people kind of say, actually, I want to be able to use Copilot in Word and be able to say, hey, I want an image of this, and then insert that into that. So these integrations are going to start rolling out in July for Word and PowerPoint. And again, if we just click onto that link there, we can see that this is happening a few places. We can see Copilot Designer in Word, and there's a few entries here. Rollout starting here, this says June. So, and again, the way that rollouts work within your Microsoft tenant is it doesn't hit everybody at once. It takes a little bit of time, but I can give you just a little preview of what that looks like. So let's just switch here. So I've just moved myself over to the other side because I'm going to be going on to the Copilot button here. And this could be in an existing document or it could be in a new document. So let's say that this is going to be the launch of our new financial year. So I want something that kind of is like a rocket or a launch ship, something like that. So I'm going to say create an image of a rocket ship taking off. Okay. And I'm going to write that there. So again, this is rolling out, so it might not be available for you just yet. But we can see that it is rolling out here. So then this will start to use Designer to create these images for you. And if you've seen this elsewhere, you'll see that it kind of gives you this 4 block here. So it gives you a few different options. So you can pick the one that you like. And we can just see while it's doing that, there's a little grayed out button. Here we go. That says insert. So find the one you like and you come out. Yeah, I love that one. There we go. Click on that, do insert. And then that has gone straight into your content there, and you can do that. So I think this will be really, really valuable for people, just in terms of in terms of kind of the content, helping them to build out Word documents, PowerPoints, things like this, where they don't necessarily have the images they want, and it kind of keeps you in one place. So it's more efficient because you're not having to switch between different sites, be copying and pasting and downloading it and things like this. So that's a really, really exciting one there. This one here is about transforming messages and within Copilot and Teams. So again, this is very similar to what we were already saying here about Copilot just starting to appear in more places. So let's say that I'm in Microsoft Teams here, and I'm going to be starting a new post because we'll stick with our theme. It's our new financial year. And I want to write a little message saying, hey everyone, it's the new FY, so let's get out there and sell. Okay, but we can see here that we've got this Copilot icon, and what we can do is do this rewrite on what I've got here. So I could do rewrite and it will just kind of generate different options along that same thing. Alternatively, I could go adjust and I could say make it shorter, make it longer, pick different tones. So if I said let's pick it as an enthusiastic tone and do that, or I could even kind of hit this customize one here. So I could say make it like a poem. There we go, and hit that arrow there. Hey team, as a new fiscal year unfolds, let's embark on our journey with zeal, ready to sell and achieve our goals with unparalleled appeal. There we go. And so you can do that. So again, what I'm saying is we're starting to see Copilot appear in different places where it can really start to help you out. You know, just doing little tasks, a little rewrite here, a little rewrite there, and things like this. Okay, the next one really is about kind of transcripts and how we use Copilot within that. So so there are some new options which are going to be coming in Teams. Again, it says on the blog it's already started rolling out in June. So that means it's started. That doesn't mean it's with everyone. I don't have it in my tenant, in my demo tenant here. So I've just got this image here. But this is going to give you more granular controls over who can record and transcribe. That already exists today. But who has access to the recording or the transcript. So you can see here on this screenshot that we've got these options saying everyone, organisers and co-organisers, or specific people. So if you said, actually, we only want the meeting organizer and Jeff to be able to run Copilot against that, then you would say specific people and you'd pick them, whoever the meeting organizer is and Jeff, or you could promote Jeff to be a co-organizer, I suppose. And what's really interesting about this is that they don't have access to the transcript, so then they can't use Copilot, but that also includes the the ephemeral transcript that also exists there. So if the meeting option here where it says allow Copilot, and you can't see it because it's hidden behind the drop down, even if that's set to say during the meeting, which is where we don't transcribe but we just have Copilot available, you still wouldn't have access to that. So that's what that looks like from that blog page there. So I think will be really valuable to a lot of people, and again, you can read a little bit more here. You can click out on rollout in June just to make sure that that is still happening. So it says rollout June here, and you can get a little bit more information. You'd be able to find it as well in Message Center and places like that. Okay, another interesting one here is enhancements in Microsoft Word. So this is around kind of allowing people to reference content in Microsoft Word. So key improvements here is that users are going to be able to reference PDFs, really big thing here. I hear this a lot from people, and emails and meeting information from there. And that kind of allows you to pull more files in. So if I just pop here, I'm in my demo tenant. So today, if I click on Copilot there and go reference my content, it is still going to just give me these files here. Now I can browse files from cloud. So if the files that I want aren't in that list, I can go and browse through there. That is a difference between this box here as opposed to Copilot just here on the side. Because if I do a slash here, this is giving me files, people and meetings, but I don't necessarily get the upload option. So they're going to be kind of giving some new options here on how we pull content together to be able to pull that all into one place. So you can see here, from here, if I click reference my content, I'll be able to pick files, meetings and people and attach files here as well. But really exciting here is going to be being able to reference PDFs, because that is a really popular thing lots of people have spoken about. When we move across to PowerPoint, again, the PDF support is going to come into PowerPoint and encrypted Word file types. So again, a lot of customers saying to us they want to be able to kind of pick up encrypted Word files and be able to put those in there as well. So that kind of just widens your pool of content that you can build your PowerPoints from. So that's going to start rolling out in June. What I would say is just still invest time in structuring out those documents really well. The better your document is structured with things like headings and including images and things like that, that helps to Copilot in PowerPoint to build better PowerPoints there. So things like you'll see better presentation structure with agenda, section and conclusion slides and things like this. But still invest time in the structure of your document, because that helps PowerPoint to build out better things here. Now, another thing which is going to be coming here and has begun rolling out in June is this part here, some chat that happens in PowerPoint. So that's like a grounded chat here. So what that allows you to do is actually go and reference other parts of data that's in your tenant. So currently, if you ask a question to Copilot, it just answers about what's in that document there. But this allows you to ask questions in the same way as you would do pretty much in M365 chat, and it would be able to go and find information from within the Microsoft Cloud, Graph, Bing search and things like this. And that just means, again, it's stopping us having to swap between places and say, if I'm presented to a European audience, what are some cultural considerations I should know about? Previously, if you asked that, it wouldn't know unless that content was in the PowerPoint itself. Now this is adding to the superpowers of Copilot here, and it's going out and find that from the Graph or Bing search or whatever the information sources are that you want to be using there. So again, rolling out in June. Let's switch back to the blog here. So again, Excel, new stuff happening in Excel. Big one here is that users are going to no longer be limited to using on Excel tables. So previously you had to format your data as a table and for it to recognize it. So that is not going to have to do that. It will now work on data ranges resembling tables with a single row of headers on top. This is quite key here, a single row of headers on top. So, you know, quite a lot of the time people have quite complex spreadsheets that have maybe headings, and then they have like a group heading over the top of it and things like this. This is going to make it trickier for it to work with. It's still looking for table-like ranges of data. So interesting there. Again, rolling out this month. Let's just take a look at what that says here on the roadmap. So it started rolling out in June. It's now in the release phase of general availability. So we'll start to see that coming out. And then in addition, the edit box, and this is kind of linked to this. So the Copilot box here wouldn't work if you weren't clicked into a table. Now, wherever your cell is, it will look for nearby tables. So Copilot will reason over the nearest table or data range resembling a table to the user's selected grid area on the same worksheet. So that makes it just removes some of the friction there to interacting with Excel. And it just helps you to be more productive. So again, rolling out this month. It might not be with you yet. Important just to say the first place it will hit most of the time is the web version before it hits the desktop version. So web version is the first place that it hits. And then it kind of rolls through the different release channels for software. So all of these, they might not be in desktop versions. In all honesty, they are probably likely not in desktop versions right now, that they will probably just be in the web versions first, and then they trickle down from there. And then the other thing as well is some general chat here happening in Excel, a bit like what we were seeing in PowerPoint here, is that you'll be able to ask interesting questions about Excel. So here, if I just wanted to ask questions, say, like, how do I prevent people from editing the campaign owner column in the wrong format? And then it'll give you some answers here, just saying like, this is an Excel feature you might want to do, and this is how you can do it. So it's just kind of expanded the knowledge that Copilot in Excel has about Excel itself. So it can act as more of an Excel Copilot tutor to help you there. This one really interesting here is about Copilot in Loop. So if you're not using Loop, you absolutely should be using Loop. I use Loop all the time. I much prefer it. It's a really nice collaborative place for you to be able to work. But if you've already got pages that are created, you can now use them as a source to create more pages in Loop. So here, let's say that I've got an accessories page, but I'm going to say draft a page based on accessories. So it will use that as the template and change the content to be about Big Taste grapes, which might be a product that we're working on here. And then what it will do is it will take the format of accessories, use that, and then write it about another topic here. So really quick and flexible way for you to be able to create content super quick. If you're not using a Loop, have a go with it because it is amazing. And that is all of the updates that I've got there from the user portion of that. But I would encourage you to have a look at the What's New page all the time, because there's loads of new stuff. Something you might find interesting on here is there's expanded availability of Copilot in different licenses. So different licenses will be able to purchase Copilot. So that's not saying that it's including it in different licenses, but different license types will be able to get Copilot as an add-on. The other one is there is an Ask Me Anything session for Copilot in Outlook coming up on July the 9th. from 9 till 10 a.m. Pacific time. This is a chat-based session. It's not a call and things like this. And it is strictly about Copilot in Outlook. So if you're interested in that, have a look at that page. If you click onto this link here, it will take you to the information page about it. I will add the link to this as well in the description. You can see who are the people who are going to be answering on the AMAs. And as I say, it's specifically focused on Copilot in Outlook, and they have picked some really key topics that they want to kind of answer questions on. It's not a limited list. You can see there, it's quite a big list. A lot of those things are composition assistance, summarization, scheduling, calendar management, task management, data extraction, etc., etc. It does say here they will not be covering unrelated topics. So have a look at that. Just add it to your calendar. It is a chat-based event. So put it on there and they will pick ones. And again, if you submit your questions early, then they can prep for it. It's probably more likely that those questions will get answered as well. So have a look at that, and that might be something really, really useful. So hopefully you found this really useful video that brings to life that what's new in Copilot blog post for the month of June. I will continue to do this for upcoming months, and I will see you again on another video. Take care.